Throughout history, ambitious leaders have cast their gaze eastward, dreaming of adding the vast territories of Russia to their empires. From Napoleon's Grande Armée to Hitler's Wehrmacht, many have tried, and almost all have failed spectacularly. But what is it about Russia that has consistently made it such a formidable and deadly challenge for even the most powerful conquering forces? Join us today on Atlas Unfolded as we delve into the key geographical, historical, and even cultural factors that have earned Russia its reputation as one of the hardest countries to conquer. Throughout the annals of military history, few nations have proven as consistently defiant, as utterly unconquerable as the vast expanse of Russia. From the grand ambitions of medieval empires to the mechanized might of 20th century superpowers, countless would-be conquerors have marched east with visions of glory, only to find their dreams and their armies swallowed by this immense land. But why? What is it about Russia that has turned even the most meticulously planned invasions into epic sagas of logistical collapse and human suffering? Today on Atlas Unfolded, we're delving deep into the strategic, geographical, and even psychological fortresses that have made Russia a conqueror's nightmare time and time again. Perhaps the most visually striking and immediately apparent reason for Russia's invincibility lies in its sheer geographical immensity and the challenging diversity of its terrain. Covering roughly 1/8 of the Earth's inhabited landmass, Russia isn't just big, it's a colossal mosaic of geographical obstacles. Imagine moving an army, not just soldiers but supplies, equipment, artillery, horses, or later tanks and fuel, across thousands of kilometers of this unforgiving landscape. Every mile gained stretches supply lines thinner and thinner. Rivers become formidable barriers in spring thaws. Forests conceal partisan fighters, and vast open plains offer little cover from the elements or ambushes. This isn't just difficult, it's a logistical nightmare, on a scale unmatched by almost any other nation.
The unforgiving embrace of General Winter.
If distance is the first line of defense, then Russia's notoriously brutal climate is the ultimate guardian. This isn't merely cold weather, it's a weapon in itself, a relentless, unforgiving force often personified as General Winter. Invading forces accustomed to more temperate climes have been consistently broken by its icy grip. From the 1812 retreat of Napoleon, where more soldiers succumbed to the cold than to battle, to the freezing conditions that halted the Nazi advance on Moscow in 1941, Winter has been a silent, devastating ally for Russia. Vehicles seize up, communication lines freeze, supplies become impossible to transport, and the sheer psychological toll on soldiers, constantly battling the elements even before they face the enemy, is immense. This isn't just about harsh weather. It's about a climate that fundamentally changes the rules of warfare. Strategic depth and the art of retreat. By retreating, they lure the enemy deeper into the vast interior, stretching their supply lines to the absolute breaking point. This gives General Winter time to set in, for the invaders to exhaust their resources, and for Russia to mobilize its immense reserves. The infamous scorched earth tactic, where retreating forces destroy anything that could be of use to the enemy, crops, homes, infrastructure, further starves and demoralizes the advancing army, leaving them isolated in a desolate, frozen wasteland. It's a brutal strategy, but one born of necessity and repeatedly proven effective. A history of fierce resistance and unyielding patriotism. Beyond the formidable natural defenses, Russia's history is steeped in a spirit of fierce resistance and deep-seated patriotism. When their homeland is threatened, the Russian people have repeatedly demonstrated an extraordinary capacity for resilience, endurance, and collective action against foreign invaders. Unlike many European nations with limited land area, Russia's colossal size provides a crucial strategic advantage: depth. When faced with overwhelming invasion, Russian forces have historically chosen to trade territory for time. This isn't cowardice, it's a devastatingly effective strategy. This isn't just about military might. It's about a nation galvanized by the threat to its existence. Whether it was the partisan fighters harrying Napoleon's flanks, or the millions who endured the horrors of World War II's Eastern Front, The sheer human cost and the unyielding will of the Russian people have often proven the final, insurmountable barrier for any would-be conqueror. They fight not just for strategic objectives, but for their very way of life, their homes, and their collective identity. Adaptability, resilience, and learning from history. While Russia has endured devastating invasions, these experiences have also forged a unique military and societal resilience. They have learned from past mistakes, adapting their strategies and preparing for future threats in ways few other nations have had to. Their military doctrine often reflects the lessons of history: the need for strategic depth, the ability to operate in extreme cold, and the importance of supply line protection. This continuous process of learning and adaptation further solidifies Russia's defenses. Even as technology advances, the core geographical and human factors remain paramount, deeply embedded in the nation's strategic thinking. Conclusion. In final analysis, the historical enigma of conquering Russia isn't due to a single magic bullet. It's a complex, interwoven tapestry of daunting geographical scale, a climate that acts as a relentless, merciless adversary, a strategic doctrine that trades space for time, and most profoundly, an unyielding national spirit forged in the crucible of countless invasions. The tales of Napoleon's and Hitler's spectacular failures serve as stark reminders. While military technologies may evolve, the fundamental geographical and human realities of Russia continue to make it a uniquely difficult, if not impossible, nation to subdue by force.